reach out my hands up high. All the shackles on me won't change all the thoughts inside my mind. I won't be quiet when they say be obedient. I have to make my choices for me and go the uncharted way. Don't tell me how to live. I will rise, break the limits, get up from the ground. With wavering legs from the battles I've won, I'll stand with what's left of my strength. So now, yes, I will fight for my freedom and I'm never backing down. Got a hunger for chaos, I'm gonna shout it out. I'll stand, breaking loose from the chains right now. They can tear me down, lock me up 100,000 times. I will fight, 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 fight. When they think I'm done saying I will make it out alive. I will fight, 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 fight. Taking my shot, don't give a damn, I'll pay the price. This is my life, I'm gonna take it, make it mine now. Show my growl, I'll resist with all my might. Can't sit there and take it, no time to do or die. Fight. See the smoke invading my way, hear them call my name out loud. Gotta find my way out beyond this unending haze. Take a step in the unknown, I will rise above the fears and the doubts in my mind. To reach for a place where it's quiet inside, I'll stand. Won't let anything slow me down. Yes, I will fight for my freedom till my very final breath. Even when I'm surrounded, though I got nothing left, I'll stand in a world full of rules and boundaries. They can hunt me down, knock me out 100,000 times. I will fight, 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 fight. When the hope is gone, praying that I'll make it out alive. I will fight, 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 fight. Taking my shot, don't give a damn, I'll pay the price.
Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Hope you all are having a wonderful Saturday evening, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day so far. Well, I guess hope you all have had a wonderful day today, since it's almost the end of the day. Well, it is the end of the day because it's 9 o'clock at night where I'm at. But yeah, hope you all have had a great day today, and I hope you all are having a good weekend so far. Today we're going to be jumping in with some more Final Fantasy, like I said last night. Since we started stream a little late yesterday, we'd continue on from where we left off last night, which was after we finished the first dungeon. So without further ado, why don't we just jump right on in, so we can get an early start, kind of, sort of-ish. So without further ado, let's jump right on into some Final Fantasy, and we'll get started. We'll pause our music, of course, for the Final Fantasy music. As much as I love my Destiny music, Final Fantasy music is also very fantastic. Our lovely Pictomancer. Alright. So of course we left off with starting our helpfulness of the moblins here. Rakorak needs his new help hands to create good living for Potsworn Kahe. Help hand assigned to Kahe was hurt during the rock rain, so Rakorak took over, but he knows nothing of Kahe. Which is Kahe. What does Kahe need? Help hands do not bother with Potsworns with straight ask. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things and get with guess think. Please, guess think with Rakorak. Find out what Kahe is lacking so we can provide it. Count on us. This is where Kahe works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. It must be Kahe. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him. That's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guess think. Inspect the workshop, you may move the camera. Seeing as I saw him sweating already. His tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. Must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in this stifling heat? Like I said, dude's fucking sweating his ass off. He has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. He hasn't eaten. Barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot, or it loses its savor. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what Kai might want to improve his working conditions. Ugh, can't fucking speak. Let's head back outside. Made your observations. What did you guess think? Notice Kai hasn't touched his food, and on an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking. But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? He's sure of nothing when it comes to Kai's tastes. I can help you with that. My brother Kawana is... And while everyone has the personal preference, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kai probably wouldn't have been able to eat until it cooled down. By the time he came back to it, he may have found it cold and unappetizing. Simple solution is serve dish that tastes good no matter the temperature. Never thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all, but I don't think this was the only reason Kai couldn't concentrate. It's hot and dry, but even Kai seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there a way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You can gather them from the Shoal of No Return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up their search for the Golden City. So we'll salvage them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us? Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. He's too preoccupied with stocking materials. A serious oversight, which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is Helpan's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. Shoal of No Return are past the crags, through a tunnel southeast of here. Should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Scarlet, aren't you? What brings you out here? An issue with caring for the Potsworn? When they approached me with that same problem, I suggested they commission artisans than Charlene instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Surely it would have been more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the feats of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of Helpans, and are instead tasking with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs, for Yonjie, in fact. Settlements in Kuzamu Uka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawnservant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital, when I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. My apologies, I have much to consider. You will excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care. You spot the tunnel. Bum, 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 bum. Look, an ether current. Swarm to the touch did not appear to be the wind crystal. I would assume it's this green one there, because green is the air. Soothing whispers of wind, it seems you found the crystal. That cool breeze that Rokorak feels. Yes, thank you. Thank you for seek finding a drafty shard. Rokorak will add it to the new set of tools I brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning, and it's on its way. Even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kai thinks of our efforts. I was wondering what occasion called me to receive so many visitors. Fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pop pack. Grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll reciprocate a piece worthy of a potsworn. An oil lamp to brighten the halls. Craftsmanship satisfies Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift fit for the Dawnservant. Glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. Forgive my interruption. Till the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. It's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, second promise. I drew inspiration from Kozamuka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. Wonder why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlene goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Deloya fortunately does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. Was raised among more traditional than most, and shared the ingenuity of Tyrol's various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional? A few fond memories of nomadic life. I have few fond memories. Very grateful. Thank you both for your hard work and clever guest think. When it comes to help handing, knowing the potsworn really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've drummed into me several times already on this journey. As details to share concerning the forthcoming feat of pots. The lector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Ariange. Also, I ran into the Leviard twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. For rivals, it's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting, but even now, he's conscientious to a fault. Anyways, let's not keep Red Rock waiting. Thanks you for your assisting help-hand. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a while longer. Happy to report we were able to convince one of the potsworn to stay. How did you fare? We made him make an oil lamp. So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Oh boy. Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for assault crossings and the new potsworn they will bring. Well, the mighty Zorolja cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebblestones, the resilient sun for Dawnservant. It's clearing fallen rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, we meet again. Just in time for the feat to begin. I bet he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Claimants, your attention, please. To explain, many of our potsworn left us following the storm. Precious metalwork crafted by those artisans brings in much jingle shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. So your merchants will suffer. Set you this feat, each of you to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we're to recruit new potsworns. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Rickrock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawnservant of Zorolja's disqualification. This right is a means to an end. The steps we take there to get there are not important. Declares the feat of pots begun, but remember, pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. Lecter said nothing of taking a willing artisan. Lecter said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival, which is exactly what we should do. Ha ha ha. Fine suggestion, brother. Glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. Nasty brute is up to something. Aye, may seek to delay us again as he did on the river, but we can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wouklemont? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans among my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. Couldn't ask them to give up their comforts in Tulolia to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Kawana probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. It's just statement of fact. Suppose we could try asking around. Seems a logical place to start. Back to Tulolia it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? No, 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 I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. He said I should share my burden so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. No, I could have told you that. This is hardly news. It was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? I'm positive, mostly. Couldn't you just attune to the Aetherite and we just teleport? Just Aether travel? Oh, okay, we just automatically did it. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Ugh, I need a moment upriver or downriver. It's too rough for me. Nausea's a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a Potsworn. I assume we're going to end up recruiting the one guy that we, like, helped before we came, like, before we went into the dungeon. The guy's name that I can't fucking pronounce. To be fair, I can't pronounce, like, half the names in this game, because, yes. But the one elven person. I assume we'll end up recruiting them. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back? You not chipped your axe again, have you? Actually, I have a favor to ask. So do you know any craftsmen who might be interested? Teaching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only, I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with the mastery of goldsmithing that would have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? The Orozine Goldsmith, what about him? Yeah, exactly, the Elezen man. Was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. Considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little upriver. That said, he's only just gotten himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pack? No harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Well, you won't find at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal. And maybe we should go talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. Two of us can handle this. Take a rest in the cabins if you'd like. Let's go see a man about a pot. Whee! New dawn, a new hunt. You're here too. The third promised you said wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? Last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? Lost soul, until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. A new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? It's hard to ask this right after you settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a Potsworn. Heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for the feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new Potsworn to Earthenshire. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work, I'm now demanding you throw that away inside a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. Please say I'm now official subject of Tuloia. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you'll recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in that ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I never wish to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I am indebted to you two for returning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Julian that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve by signing that pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Thank you. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Perhaps you remember me. I'd like a word, if you don't mind. Ally from across the Salthrite, and a hero of some renown too, if the gossip's to be believed. But as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. Doesn't need to be right now, but but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. I assume this is the role quests. Gain access to role quest. Yep. The first time I'm doing the magic role quest instead of melee DPS. Just wondering when you'd be along. Not a moment too soon. Either I've got an urgent job that needs doing and there's no one else to entrust it with. Of course, you'll be wanting to know details. It's a long story, so why don't you grab a seat over there? I'll join you shortly. Na-na-na-na-na-na. We've all settled. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm Baruch, proprietor of these... how the fuck you say that? As you know, my establishment is open to anyone. People hailing from across Tyrol, and sometimes further. Come here to whet their appetite and slake their thirst. Given how we turn no one away, it's inevitable that a few bad apples might mix into my motley patrons. And therein lies the rub. Particularly rotten bunch was here not long ago. Sitting just over there, in fact, having a conversation most foul. I thank you all for coming here, so far from your respective homes. As this is the first time all I've gathered in one place, perhaps formal introductions are in order. I am. Welcome, welcome. What will you be having? Can we have a moment, please? We are in the middle of something very important. Now then, where was I? Yes. You're sitting here now is because I personally invited you to the Passage of the Unbound, my secretive villainous order with ambitions to sow discord throughout the world. Villains do not often call themselves such. Nor do secret orders have their meetings in place where all eyes can see. What do you know? Your snide remarks only ruin my carefully constructed atmosphere. If I had time to think of subtle slogans, you would understand that words are everything. But I digress. I invited you all here for one reason: throw the world into mire of chaos and then watch its nations crumble. What else will we call ourselves if not villainous? My only interest is to punish all who have dared to mock and belittle me. So long as I can achieve that, you can call me whatever you like. The rich, the powerful, the mighty, all should be crushed under the weight of my ire. Grand design for a group of 6. Even if we manage to muster others to our side, there's a limit to what we can accomplish. I regret to say you are right. At present, we are bound and powerless. That is why, in order to raise our fist against our oppressors, we must find the strength to shatter our shackles. Wow, why do you sound like Aramis? And in doing so, and so doing, we shall be unbound. Like the birds soaring above, we shall take flight and spread our wicked wings, staining the azure skies with skies black. it's currently raining. But sometimes skies are become treacherous with clouds. Even birds must rest. You speak of finding strength. Is that why we are here? To look for it? So then I will pledge my age. With newfound might at my beck and call, I shall win adoration known only by a hero. Eagerness is harding, and you are correct. The tools to make our goal a reality lay in Tyrol. Across the continent can be found certain artifacts which possess untold power. Did you say artifacts? Oh, I sense an adventurous hint for instruments of devious devilry ahead. My imagination is overflowing with images of new forms my trickery might take. Dare say the world is not ready. Yes, we'll get to the heart of the matter. The objects are held by the disparate tribes, which make their homes in Tyrol's continents, where they have been passed down through generations as sacred treasures. Whatever stories these people have attached to their so-called treasures matter not. Each contain an essence of a fearsome beast called Tyrol Vidural, and with them in our possession, none shall be able to stand against us. We shall take the objects for ourselves, bring them across the sea, and use them to undermine nations far and wide. The means by which you each choose to do so, I leave in your hands. I only ask that you do not disappoint. I take it there are no questions. Then let the passage to the unbound open unto the world. We begin at once. They didn't order a single thing. So the long and short of it, what do you think? Discretion, but they seem formidable nonetheless. Without ordering anything. Villainous indeed! So, as the right in their name, they're unbound by manners and respect, and won't be welcome back here anytime soon. You, on the other hand, can stay as long as you like. Of course, we have a duty to report. What we heard to the Lensguard we did, but it didn't make a damn difference because soon we learned those unwelcome guests had teeth. Not long ago, one individual from a remote tribe came here seeking help recovering a stolen relic. Then another came with the same story. Then another, and so on. By the time we realized the passage of Undone was a real threat, they had one and all made their way across the sea with their ill-gotten gains. Each tribe has sent one of their own to recover what was lost, but being in strange lands, they're at a disadvantage. That's why I've been looking for someone who knows every corner of Eorzea and beyond. Now, I know you have business in Tyrol, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place. But if you could take the time to hear, you'd be doing a service to many of us who could really use a helping hand. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-bum. Greetings. Allow me to thank you personally for lending your assistance in this matter. We've been quite desperate for someone suitable. Greetings. At the risk of becoming a daily nuisance, I must ask if there have been any developments you might share. Nuisance? Why, perish the thought. You come just in time, in fact. None other than the vaunted Scarlet has agreed to aid to the search. Finally, a fortune turns. I didn't get to read it because I accidentally fucking skipped it. Oops. Thieves do intend to stir up travel to across the street, then you had better depart on the next ship. I don't need to depart, though. Or you do, it might be proper introduction to those who have come to toil in search of aid. The village single warrior cannot hope to withstand the power of her tribe's relics, so she requires a stout protector, someone that can learn, whom we lead upon when times are darkest. Must recover Skirma melodies upon its victims. You seek someone who can command great healing magics to counteract this effect. So that's the healer one. It's been entrusted to a peerless hunter. She requires someone to act as a frontline fighter who can distract a target while our bows takes deadly aim. I'm assuming that's the tank one, either the tank or the DPS, the melee DPS. Let's know about ancient artifacts. Other than must not fall. Seeks a mage of great power, but anything beyond that lies shrouded in mystery. So you are the magical DPS one. Magical and ranged, I guess. If you're getting someone, your crisis is just as pressing if you even if you won't say so yourself. Someone can strike down their prey from afar. So, it is the only way to escape. Okay, so he's the ranged DPS. 5 tribes, 5 stolen treasures. All are waiting for the aid of a brave soul, who can, and that can be you. Hi, I'm a mage. Of course, I'll share all that I know on the matter. You need only ask. And now that I will not hold it against you, should you choose to assist only those whom your talents are best suited. As long as you can do what you can for the people of Tyrol, and maybe even further, will be in your debt. Now gained access to the role quest for Dawnservant. A separate quest line in the story is now available for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and healer. Speak with the people of Tyrol and assist them. I am a magical DPS user, so I get to talk with the cat person thing. Oh, hello. Send you to help recover our stolen treasures. And thank the heavens. And judging by your contrements, you've learned the arcane arts, yes? If so, we need your power and wisdom. Truth be told is that wisdom that we most require, you see, even though has been guarded by our people for most generation, we know little of its true nature. How so? In ages past, the forests of our homelands were plagued with terrible beasts, constant source of fear and danger. Combat this menace, our mages spent many moons researching the treasure known as the Perch of the Apex. Upon unlocking its secrets, they were able to drive the monsters from the woods, bringing peace at last. With the threat all but eradicated, our forebears forbade any further use of the treasure and enshrined it within the village. As the years passed, we slowly forgot what it was to live in fear. Yet as our struggles faded into memory, stories surrounding the Perch of the Apex became legend, then myth. Now none living are certain of its true power. Peace was shattered by a member of the Passage of the Unbound. The villain wheeled his way into our trust, then stole upon my husband, the treasure's appointed guardian, catching him unaware with a terrible blow that left him unconscious. He didn't kill? Damn. How unvillain-like. He is yet to awaken, so my daughter has set forth to retrieve what was stolen. Unlike her father, she has no skill in the arcane arts, and chose the path of the sword. That's why I've been seeking someone with the knowledge she lacks. Should the ancient power be unleashed, please, if you can find it in your heart to help Becky, that would be, I would be forever grateful. If there's a mystic artifact involved, count me in. Thank you. Now's our only clue to the thief's whereabout is something he mentioned during his stay at a village. He spoke of this desire to bring change to a place called Radzedhan. Ah! This is where Tebeke decided to begin her search, boarded a ferry bound there by way of Limsa, with a trusted sword and shield close at hand. That's all you'll know her. She agreed to stay in Radzedhan to gather information until aid arrived. I know nothing of the place, but it's likely she can be found in a marketplace or some such. Please bring her treasure and my daughter safely home. Not Radzedhan. What did Radzedhan ever do to you? Okay, she's the tank. She's the tank, so then that means... I know, you're the healer, so then you're the melee DPS then, right? Yes. Up close and personal. Technically, I think I can actually start this. Yep. Willing to lend a hand. Truly grateful, then allow me to introduce myself. Traveled far from my village in the forest of Zakthral in search of a brave soul to help us retrieve our stolen treasure. For generations, my people have watched over the Dreamweave cocoon, a vessel in which the power of the Swallowtail Throl Vidral. Before its ascension, the Swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of more threatening butterflies, poisonous ones, and the like, through its skill at mimicry. So it survived day after day, summer after summer, until the dawn of its great new existence. It became capable of taking on the form of any creature which crossed its path. Fearsome power was sealed within the cocoon, and any who possessed it commanded the self-same abilities. Indeed, the wielder, too, may assume the form of any manner of beast or man they beheld. This mimicry is not limited to mere physical forms. No, the wielder may replicate the talents and abilities of their targets, so as long as the actions fall within their ken, that is. In an instance, they may become a master of the hunt, a twin blade-wielding viper, or a savage with claws and fangs to gut whomever so they please. It is this power which has protected my village from the predators of the forest, for through it grants many boons. The forest contains threats in equal measure. Donning the skins of a more formidable beast, we've kept ourselves safe for generations. Without the cocoon, my village's very survival is at risk. That's why we have sent our foremost hunter, Iktol, to ensure its reclaim. She has never failed to capture her quarry, so I thought she would make short work of this ordeal. Yet there is no word from her. Fear this may have been a hunt she cannot undertake alone. It is for that reason I wish to enlist the aid of one familiar with the lay of the lands beyond the Great Sea, and one whose prowess in close quarters would complement her expertise with the bow. One of the villagers ran into the thief before he fled and said he intended to use the cocoon's power in Kugane, which I understand is the name of the large settlement located far, far to the east. Please, for the sake of my home, set out for this eastern habitation and assist with the retrieval of the cocoon. As long as you're willing to cover my teleportation expenses. Forgive me, but what is a teleportation? Well, if it's required expense, rest assured we'll compensate you for it. To be entrusted with a fair sum of the village's combined reserves. Whatever she needs to track down this villain, she will have, and so shall you. Upon arriving in the eastern land, search for a Viera, a woman carrying a bow and dressed in a similar attire to myself. If you visit a tavern like this one, I dare say you may find someone who has seen her. Melee DPS goes to Kugane. Magical DPS goes to fucking Rodzadhan. Okay. I don't have a ranged. And unfortunately my tank is not 90 yet. I am at 85. So I can't even do the I can't start the tank one yet. I wonder if I can guess where the tank one goes from the picture. I see snow caps, so I'm gonna guess Ishgard. Or maybe Garlean. Could be Garlean. Let's go ranged. Can't really tell because of the text box. I'm gonna guess somewhere probably to steal a steel hog. Can't really tell with his because his doesn't, like, it's not very clear. This is literally the lighthouse. So this is in Limsa. Yeah, this is literally just in Limsa because it's the coast area. It's like Costa del Sol or something like that. So Rodzadhan. I'm gonna say Ishgard. Limsa Liminsa. Kugane. From the way I'm seeing how this one looks, I want to say maybe Girabanya, like any of like these areas. At least that's what I'm guessing. 61. 81 for my healer. Viper. Perfecto. We'll make our way over to Rodzadhan at some point. Also need to eventually go back and do the role quest for Endwalker for Mage. Since I never did that. Sorry to have to tell you this, but it's agreed to sign the pot pact, yes? Well, it's a shame to lose a capable goldsmith. To have one in a very own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor. Appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artismen, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. You could even be yourself if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. My time here was brief. I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tyrolia. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready. But you still have a little time. Splendid, we shall meet you anon. Plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You now unlock deliveries. If only I had a crafter. Inscrutable taste. Father first. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass time however you like, I suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. All the way over there. Shit. Sir? You had a Landguard messenger most anxious waiting for your return. Scout of the 3rd Promise Entourage, I've been looking all over the city for you. Dawnservant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself at the guard's gate at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wouklamont. Shit. What did we do now? I didn't do anything, I swear. Well, this looks like a fight. Dawnservant awaits you within. While I was not informed of his reasons for your audience in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Hello?
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
Hi.
And they They call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Why don't we find out? So as long as neither of us gets too carried away. Not interested in fighting you.
Not even the slightest hint of fear. I knew you were no pretender. The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies. Go! Ready your arms, and show me the truth of the tales.
Time to paint! Rainbow!
Give it your all! I want to fight to remember! Let's test the waters. They didn't even blink. I see you know the Viper style. Let's see how you handle this.
Oh shit! Ow.
The spearman did not lie. Very well then.
Down for the count.
Resolve and Risen Kingdom. All right.
The fuck?
Did you think you had my measure? Take this! Still holding up? We're far from finished.
You are holding back.
Stay alert.
That really fucking hurt. Rainbow Bright. So, like, right here should be fine. Excuse you. Ow. Ooh, I just barely fucking guessed that. Have a meteor. Just double?
Now we'll see what you're truly made of.
That hurt. Oh, down for the count again. Oh, fuck me. Holy shit!
That will do. You've shown me more than enough. I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
There's so much that I actually thought I was gonna fucking lose that, in all honesty.
Now, a confession. I said I'd crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether he be as third promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
Not ready to rule. She is young but has potential.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples, their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, love them, and being loved in turn. Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it. There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Gallup's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, to say Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Sorolja, your lance-wielding friend Destinian, and yourself. Really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else out of you? You're just a sparring partner. Oh, that was all. Da 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 dun 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 da dun. Still haven't had one bite, thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've asked the others to meet at the cabins. Come and join us once you've had a moment to recover. Yeet! Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? At the Orzir, I'm preparing to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to bring in with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisan took rather a lot of time, however. Appreciate you making this commitment. Shall we depart for Earthenshire, then? A word before you go. Ukav, what are you doing here? I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh into taco meat. What the fuck? Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Oh, alright then. I won't let it bother me either. Well, that was fast recovery. What's that all about? I had come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. It's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, the legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Tyrol for thousands of years. Yet when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portraits it might the glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it's more unassuming and owes the name fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search for the Golden City do not return. The lesson be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wukev. Well, that guy was interesting. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, then how did the Dawnservant find the city and return without incident? It seems the legends originate with the Yokoi. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time, but first let us safely into the Moblin's care. Meanwhile...
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Step aside. Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones.
And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawnservant may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move?
No.
Allow me!
He's gauging you. Ta-da! You have been parried.
But he's just a runt.
And you're a moron.
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
Your part in this is far from over.
We're back, and we brought with us a willing Potswan, a talented goldsmith who once worked in esteemed aesthetics in Ul'dah. Wonderful and impressive. You are the first to return, third promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less. We welcome you and your unique skill to Earthenshire. Helphand will show you to the work spot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawnservant. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. Requirements for the feat to pot. Present you your keystone with joy smiles and well wishes. Three down, 4 to go, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, Potswan's candidates, come, come. Another keystone acquired. You are doing well. I expected nothing less of Zerol's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, Second Promise. We must have you apply that Cerulean knowledge you so cherish, and arm Tyrell with weapons of Magitech design. In your role as the new Dawnservant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me, wish only to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tyrolia is known for its advanced technologies. Just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Sharlayan. That may well be true, but how long will it take Tyrolia to progress to this advanced state? How many years? Collective commitment to education. Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territories and swallow Sharlayan whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking for a future uprising and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting until the mountain costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such outcome bring anyone joy? What do you propose is mockery of peace? It's reminded of days long gone. Time before Tolia, there were no pot packs for the Potsworn. It's normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work with for mobbies. Till that day, Gulujaja arrived. The families of the grab snatch pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. That's not good. Oh boy, I broke it. Where did that go? I did not mean to close the game either. Ugh. I broke everything. Oh boy. Give me that. There we go. Nope, and mistyped that as well. Cool. I am dumb. Golden Mysteries, notwithstanding their village is featured prominently in the saga, and is not to be ignored. To leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads us up to the mountains. Let's find that first. Looks like the trail is going to get steep from here on in. I hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Bring us back to the village. An item of great importance. Taking quite a while. Let's just keep on waiting for now, I suppose. If there were complications, let's wait a little longer. Oh no. She's not responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire. Man. So much for getting to the next fucking town. Yeah, I'm back again so soon. You've come looking for Wuklamot. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Did not. Neither has she seen the third promise since you were last here. And who was that man who came for her? I thought you left already. Smutty, is she not with you? You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? She's a better sweat in locating her. You search the, this is not how I wish fellow claimant to lose the contest, my sister, of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. Together, at least, the better to facilitate communication between our groups. Important should you find anything. Na-na-na-na-dun. Literally said she'd be right back, and she goes and disappears. Fuck! God damn it. It's not what we wanted at all. Lost promise. Sure, from the west, and she should have passed through here, so she didn't see her. In which case, it's entirely possible never made it back to the village at all. Only way to be certain is to ask the sentry stationed at the opposite entrance. He's been standing at his post with his diligent eye watchings. Seen no claimants pass this way. Brightly colored hair. Tongue flops about the Pelu peddlers. Attacked by crazier bandits. Bandit, you say? Let us hurry. Yay, so we were attacked by bandits because fucking shit. Love that. Is there something I could help you with? So you were the victim of a bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? I thought I recognized you. I'll tell everything I remember, second promise. It's that scoundrel Huxies who ambushed me. You know the name of your attacker? There's no mistaking that here. All my peddler friends have stories of the notorious bandit leader and his predations. This gang will stoop to any low for the sake of a few pel. And with no fresh quarry coming up the broken stairs, they've had to become more creative. Little wonder he went after Lamonti. Likely thinks to ransom her for a royal sum. There's assumed makes demands, but I don't intend to wait. Find this villain first and deliver him his deserved payment in person. What do you say to a small deception? We'll assume the role of a well-to-do merchant to lure Roxy out of hiding. Then he will come sniffing about. We catch the rat by the tail. It may work. Just the right garments for your disguise. Especially discounted price, of course. Rest with bandits hasn't dampened your mercantile spirit, I see. Very well, I accept your generous deal. Now we lay the bait. I will proceed you into the many fires to make my presence known. You follow behind, boasting to those along the way how you paid me a hefty purse in exchange for a rare gemstone or some such. Going hungry, as they say, the recently enriched peddlers should be an irresistible mark. Let him strike, and then we spring our trap. Time to play our parts. There. Little fella. Share with him how happy your imaginary deal with me has made you. Once you put on an appropriate display, we can continue to our next performance. Confused. Play the role of happy. Play the role of Happy. Which one was it? If only. The fuck is this? There it is. Buried gemstone merchant, you say? I envy the profits must have made from such a sale. Stairs were destroyed. I've not been able to peddle goods at my usual haunts. Good start, but I would make certain is aware of me. Let's continue. Hopland over there looks amenable to conversation. The stage is yours. We now pretend to be happy again. Sparkle stone for your collection. Explains your giant joy smile. Mobby is happy for your happiness. Mobby is also jealous of the merchant and all the jingle shiny must have made. Should be enough, but perhaps one last act to drive it home. Tell him the tale of your precious gemstone, and we'll be done with this part of the charade. Asking better as the very gemstone you fought for your collection. That is a stroke of luck. And on which the merchant was just as pleased to fill his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? Sus. Most valued customer. Profit we got from that single purchase of yours should see me through weeks of idle leisure. Traveling with such a fat purse and no sellswords is tempting fate, so I shall make Earthenshire my last stop and then return forthwith to Loya. Did you see? The rat has come for a nibble. Played your part to perfection. A man of many talents, just as Thancred and Urianger described. And let us lure out and spring your trap. Alrighty. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go ahead and end here for the night, as I do have to be up early in the morning for work. So I know we didn't get too much further, but it's fine. Ugh. But I do hope everybody at least enjoyed the little bit we got here. Of course, if you do want to keep up with everything that I do, you can, of course, follow me on Twitter or join me Discord. But other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Oh, I should probably switch screen. And whoever you decide to head off to tonight, I hope you show that person all the love, support, and positivity that you would show here. And I will hopefully catch you all again next time. Probably won't be until Destiny Reset, except we're done with the main story, so unless it's Solstice launch. If it's Solstice launch, then we have some stuff to do in Destiny. If not, then we may pick back up with Final Fantasy. We'll see. We'll see what all happens. But yeah. I hope you all enjoyed for tonight, and I will catch you all again later. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will catch you all again next time. Bye-bye. Bye.